Hey everybody and welcome back to Nightbringer's Watch. I am your host Falk, and tonight we are going to go for the first source. But before that, let's check on Hampton. I've done my rounds around the districts, healing people, and I came to him.
Welcome back to my humble shelter, Dr. Reed. Are you here to subdue me again?
No, Sean. I just came by to see how you are.
I feel alright. Why'd you ask?
Are you still feeding on corpses?
No. It's almost as though the blood you forced me to drink has provided me eternal satisfaction.
Sounds good, right? Alright.
How did you meet old Bridget?
When younger, I used to patrol the streets at night, searching for lost souls. This is how I met her. It took me 2 months just to get her name. Now we support each other.
Ah.
Had you already visited their hideout in the sewers?
Just once, and very briefly. Most of them are very discreet, and they see me as an outsider, even if I protect them.
You really are a saint, Sean.
Oh, no, sir, I'm not. But I know evil, and I believe goodwill and tenacity can make this world a better place.
Maybe.
Have you seen Harriet Jones since taking her to old Bridget?
No, she is with the sewer skulls now. I don't go downstairs.
What happened at the Pembroke?
I guess we recognized each other. As Skulls, I mean. She had but one thought. To punish. To get revenge upon everything and everyone. I realized I had to bring her here quickly.
But why did she fake her own death? There was so much blood in her room. She attacked patients, too.
I just lost her for a minute that night. When I found her, she had caused mayhem across the hospital. I slapped some sense into her, and we fled before getting caught.
What happened then?
We ran here through narrow streets and backyards. She kept saying that someone was talking to her in the dark, offering to avenge her. But I saw nobody.
Would you let me listen to your chest, Sean?
No, Dr. Reed. You already forced me to drink your blood, and I thank you for that, for I feel better now. But it was quite an unpleasant experience.
It would help me greatly if you would allow me to give you a physical examination.
I said no. I'm no subject of medical examination, and I intend only to obey and to kneel before God.
Okay. Anything new here?
How is the sanitary situation in this part of town?
I think it's acceptable. Fewer cases of sickness recently. I thank the Lord for his mercy.
How are things in your shelter? Between the mortals and the immortals, I mean.
Even if we're all children of God, I've always maintained a strict frontier between the two communities.
What do you fear?
A few years ago, a Skal decided to pay a nocturnal visit to my sleeping customers. He got caught licking their necks in the dark. Since then, I have added a lock to the door.
Okay, I'll do the same.
What if food became scarce? Wouldn't the immortals in your flock be tempted to feed on the living? Wouldn't you?
The Skals can feed on the dead, Doctor. And until Judgment Day, mortals will continue dying.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's
Farewell,
it.
Sean. Take good care of your flock. And of yourself.
That's it from our friend Sean Hampton. Still a saint, as we could see, and but doesn't want to be a part of my investigation about vampire physics and stuff. Okay, next up, we are going to the hospital because Dr. Swansea has something new to say. See you in a sec. Yeah, we are back at Edgar, so let's see what he has to say.
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
Yeah.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. but that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Okay.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Yep.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology?
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
Aw, you're just too lazy. Right.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Good, that's everything we got from Edgar. Some new information about happenings on the West End. So I will pause once more and then I'll see you in the West End. And we're once more in the West End. Let us talk to this guy who looks like a criminal and who's gesturing quite heavily.
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Okay. So Clarence Crossley is an old friend of us.
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
No, we don't care about visiting
What
hours.
can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
Okay, let's ask some personal questions.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin, the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
A new investigation. Okay. Yeah. God of Breven, the St. Paul's Brotherhood, and Ichabod Throckmorton are names we stumbled upon several times.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other, and so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Oh, we're neither, old friend.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Okay, and we got a clue about Venus Crossley.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny. I didn't want to sound selfish.
No, you didn't.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
Vampires.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan.
Clarence, who's going to believe
You have
that?
to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
Clarence, you've always been a reliable and a good friend to me. If you say you saw a vampire, then I believe you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for your trust. You don't know what that means to me.
It's all right. But if you want my help, you have to explain exactly what happened.
The first time it was in Rouen. I saw an officer drink the blood of a soldier. I saw its teeth, saw it bite. It was a vampire, Johnny, and they're here too.
Oh, we got a new hint. Let's see.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire you saw in France.
I was enjoying my leave in Rouen. I left the bar, took a shortcut back to the barracks. I saw it in a back alley. An officer in a stained uniform, biting into a soldier's neck.
Did you ever see that officer again?
No. He wore the uniform of the Royal Warwickshire Regiment. I did some research, but found no trace of him. He probably stole it from a previous victim.
Might be right. Okay.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire.
Yeah,
I was
come on.
enjoying my leave.
But you were drunk, weren't you? Are you sure these two men were not just kissing?
Please don't insult me, Johnny. I hid, and I saw him leave. Then I saw the body, drained of all blood. I've seen the same marks here in London since I've returned.
Okay. Okay, and about the local sources of infection.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys,
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, to the Mullaneys. That is up north first, I think. And then we have to go west and north and west again and somehow Ah, that's Charlotte. Okay, so I think then this way. Up here again. Or can we enter the Mulaney's house from somewhere around here? If so, it might be one of these houses, but the cursor doesn't change, so... Oh hey. And good, we have to go through the back door or whatever.
Why
You mentioned
are
the park?
vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Whoa! That was sudden. Ow. Ow! Wow! God! That was awfully rude. Okay. Whoa.
Better go home, sir.
Yeah, no. Ah, God damn it. Nah. Come on, drink, Jonathan. Drink. What? What happened? Why did I start in my attack there? Okay, we are once more in front of this part. I have no blood left, so let's get some distance, wait until our stamina replenished, refreshed. I want to drink from them, but they keep falling over and just die.
Turn around, sir. Steady, boy. We've got one of them. He's dead.
Ah, God damn it. Ah, from back there. That's why I died. Okay, here we can drink. Let me get to that.
I'll put an end to you.
Good. Got rid of that annoying dipshit and of the bigger one too, so we are free to roam now once more. That's good. So this door's closed.
Cannot enter.
This might be the house of the Mulaney's. This is not a door. Beware. Okay, so somewhere around here might be an entrance. It's just a quarantine poster. Let's check the balcony. I wonder if you also find some strong skulls. That's the first source of infection. That's the upgrade of the mission that we got. That's a cool house. Oh hey, wait.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Is that Miss Mulaney? Okay, into the floor. Hello? Hello? Hey, opium. Leglon, Edmund Rostand, Doris Fletcher, Royal Garden Hall, Red Crown Street, London, June to July 1917. Oh, okay. Nice poster. But... oh, hey, there's another dead one.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Okay. Nothing else in here. Oh, hey, some shillings. But no notes or something that could give us a clue about what happened here. Wonder what we will find downstairs.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
And then fear what we will find behind that. Blood trace also leads to this room, and we see some beating heart back there. Back in the chair. Oh, hey, money.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Okay, let's start with our ultimate on Elsa Mulaney and get in some good hits. This should definitely be not as hard as the fight against the the couple that we had in the last episode. See, she's already done. Gather information in the first source of infection. We will do that. Ugh. Green goop. Gooey and... I think that pastel looking thing was still some skin. Letter from the Fletcher acting school. Dear Elsa, it's with the greatest joy that I confirm with this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. The little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature and courage. As a private student you'll receive my personal training and coaching. During these intense sessions you'll be invited to stay at the school, since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please, remember to bring night attire and anything you may need to spend the week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Huh. So, we entered chapter 4. Okay, let's scout the room for more things together, and then we might be able to go out the front door this time. Oh, medicine. What happened there? Oh.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Okay. Then let's find that acting school. It's close to Lady Ashbury, so we will pay her a visit too before we make our way to the acting school. Run. Yeah, we are doing that. That drains lots of stamina, so sometimes we have to stop. Okay, hey Charlotte, visiting your mother. Hey old friend. And drain the stamina. I don't like that music, it reminds me of Silent Hill and that's so creepy. Oh hey. Until the violin gets in. Then it's okay. But before these did-dim, oh that's so creepy. I never played Silent Hill myself, but I watched some LPs of other YouTubers. And boy. Oh god of breathing down there. Hey Elizabeth, where are you? Oh, up there. Hey, I heard you have some new information.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
Yeah.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Sort of. Oh.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
Okay. So you're going for the spy role now.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Okay.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? It's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
Okay.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
Oh, beloved. Yeah. You're still missing something there, I think. We don't have red hair to start with. But the details are cool. Okay, it is time to go out to find Doris Fletcher. But I think before we do that, we'll end the episode here. And next time, because the theater's not that far away, we will encounter another heavy vampire fight, I think. Until then, I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!